The Ukrainian Armed Forces launched a Neptune cruise missile strike at the Elektrodetal plant in Karachev, Bryansk Oblast, Defense Express recalls. The General Staff reported the use of 4 missiles, and the Ukrainian Navy clarified their type. According to the Main Intelligence Directorate, Elektrodetal supplied connectors and components used in the Russian aerospace industry, including in the Chimera FPV drone. The interesting point is the following. The 67th GRAU Arsenal, also known as the 1046th Logistics Center, is also located in Karachev, but the strike hit the plant, not the ammunition depot. Defense Express recalls that the arsenal had previously been hit by strikes. On November the 19th, 2024, it was hit by American ATACMS missiles, causing a series of secondary explosions and detonations. Judging by the aftermath, the depot was less fully stocked than other GRAU arsenals. Now, the choice of target provides strategic information. It shows that the enemy has either significantly reduced the use of this arsenal or has stopped using it altogether. Otherwise, it would have been chosen as the primary target. Experts also believe that the target on Elektrodetal used a standard ground attack modification of the Neptune, rather than the long-range variant with a 1,000-kilometer range. Karachev is located approximately 120 kilometers from the Ukrainian border, within range of standard systems. Overall, strikes against industrial suppliers of weapons components are a logical continuation of Kiev's strategy of pushing back against the Russian rear. Previously, the SBU and Special Services used FP-1 drones to strike other arsenals, such as the 107th in Toropets, which also demonstrates the diversity of Ukrainian weapons. Against the backdrop of these strikes, various international circles, including at the highest levels in Washington, are discussing the possibility of supplying Ukraine with Tomahawk cruise missiles and using excess US LRF launchers for them. This could significantly expand the arsenal for precision strikes against important targets within the Russian Federation. At the same time, let us recall that there are currently more substantial discussions about the possibility of strengthening Ukraine with Tomahawk cruise missiles, especially since the US has extra long-range fires launchers for them. But right now the US has conditionally redundant Tomahawk launchers. The fact is that just a month ago, the US Marine Corps decided to abandon the LRF long-range fires Tomahawk launchers. The reason for the abandonment is their poor cross-country ability on soft ground, which is critical for the Marines who were supposed to land the long-range fires on the beach.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese welcomed the US peace plan for Gaza during a news conference on Tuesday, and urged all parties to make it a reality without delay. "We commend the focus which is there in the plan for Palestinian self-determination and statehood, and the Palestinian Authority support for the plan," Albanese told reporters in Abu Dhabi. "Together with our partners, Australia will continue to support efforts to end the war and work towards a just and sustainable two-state solution," he added. According to Associated Press, President Donald Trump on Monday laid out a 20-point proposal supported by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that would end the war in Gaza and free remaining hostages, leaning heavily into conditions that Hamas has previously rejected. Australia last month joined Britain and Canada in formally recognizing a Palestinian state, prompting an angry response from Israel, which ruled out the prospect.
Morning. How'd you sleep?
Very well, thanks.
Australia welcomes President Trump's plan to bring peace to Gaza after 2 years of conflict and a devastating loss of life. Australia has long called for a ceasefire. We have called for the hostages to be released and for Hamas to give up its arms. I certainly have welcomed the opportunity to discuss the plans for a ceasefire moving forward over the past week with a range of leaders. And Australia affirms the plan's commitment to denying Hamas any role in the future governance of Gaza, calls on Hamas to agree to the plan, lay down its arms and release all remaining hostages. Australia wants to see aid given to the desperate people of Gaza who need this peace plan. Efforts to end the war and work towards a just and sustainable two-state solution. We commend the focus which is there in the plan for Palestinian self-determination and statehood, and the Palestinian Authority support for the plan, along with so many other nations in the region and countries which have populations of large Muslim populations such as Indonesia and Pakistan. Australia urges all parties to engage seriously with the plan and to work to bring its vision into reality without delay. Together with our partners, Australia will continue to support efforts to end the war and work towards a just and sustainable two-state solution. Thank you.
إلي 5 أيام في الأواعي هدول مش قادر أدبر مية مالحة، لا أي شيء، ولا مية حلوة ولا في أكل ولا في أي حياة، يعني جحيم. الوضع صعب جدا ومأساوي ولا يطاق العيش في غزة. ضرب F-16 وبعد تفجير الروبوتات. الوضع مأساوي جدا، قصف عشوائي، طيران من دبابات، روبوتات، تفجير روبوتات. يعني الوضع مأساوي، فيش مية حلوة، فيش مية مالحة، فيش أكل، يعني غصب عنك بدك تطلع. الوضع في غزة جحيم جدا.
حلوة وساقعة يا مية. صور الحج معاص، صور حجة والله مكبر.